Okay, so today we'll discuss about the what areas we are covering, and in these areas what will be covering that. Okay, so I discussed with material management, right? So we said material management. So in this, what are the areas we are covering? What are the areas which is included in the material management? The first one is purchasing. So we call purchasing or procurement. Both are same. Okay, procurement or purchasing. And the second one is inventory controlling, inventory management and controlling. Okay, and vendor invoice verification. So we can say invoice verification again. So going forward, we are majorly working with these areas in the metal management. Okay. So now let's understand about the purchasing. What we'll be having the purchasing. Generally, what kind of the topics will be there in the purchasing. Okay, let's understand about that. So if you started business, okay, if you want to buy the products, what kind of products you are buying, what type of products you are buying. So you are buying the assets, right? You are buying the assets and you are buying the raw materials, right? You are buying the packaging materials. Okay. Okay, now it's okay. Good. Can you able to hear me? Chandra, వినిపిస్తుందా? హలో.
వినపడుతుంది సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే. సో మనం పర్చేస్ చేసేటప్పుడు అసెట్స్ పర్చేస్ చేస్తాము, తర్వాత రా మెటీరియల్స్ పర్చేస్ చేస్తాము, ప్యాకేజింగ్ మెటీరియల్స్ పర్చేస్ చేస్తాము, ఓకే, స్టేషనరీస్ పర్చేస్ చేస్తాము. ఓకే, సో సో మెనీ లైక్ వీఆర్ బయింగ్ సో మెనీ ప్రొడక్ట్స్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ద ప్రొడక్ట్స్ విచ్ ఈజ్ రిక్వైర్డ్ టు అవర్ కంపెనీ, రైట్? కరెక్ట్. So when we are doing this purchasing, so if suppose I am the person in my house, if we are buying the product, okay, so what we are thinking that first, okay, what type of the products we require, okay, what kind of the products we require, is these products are really required or not, okay, if these products are required, how much it is required, when it is required, okay, what was the address of the receiving the port. So all this information you must be aware about it, right? So, coming to the purchasing, what will happen? We are searching the supplier who will be the best vendor. If I am planning to buy the phone, okay, if I am planning to buy the phone, so immediately what I will do, I will searching the who can supply the goods, or who can supply this phone. Okay, so what will happen? Immediately I'm searching for that. Who can supply this product to the my location? Immediately I'm searching that. So let's assume that I'm getting this product, this mobile from Amazon. I'm getting this mobile from the Flipkart. I'm getting this mobile from the some third party apps. And maybe if I'm planning to buy from the nearest stores, okay, Reliance stores and other stores. So there are so many suppliers, they are supplying this product. So immediately what I will do? Did I order this product immediately? No. Immediately what I will do? Okay, I got the suppliers. Let's understand that who can give the best price, who can give the lowest cost of the price for the product. Okay, so immediately when I'm just planning to buy the product, immediately I'm searching that the price information of the each and every supplier, and I'm just validating all these suppliers and comparing these all the suppliers and selecting that who can the best giving the price, then I will order that product. Right? Right or wrong? Okay. Sometimes what will be happen, we might be have the long-term agreements. That means some contracts. Okay. If this person, if I'm taking continuously next 2-3 months from this vendor, they will give some concession, like maybe they are giving some 10% discount, or maybe they are giving some discount price comparing to outside price. So we can also maintain some long-term agreements with them, right? So there are so many things are there when we are buying the product, correct? And I also need to be consider that it's not only price of the product. We also need to be see that what is the traveling cost and how what is the quality of product. Everything have to be observed. Correct? Correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Right? So this purchasing having the this purchasing have the process of the finding the vendors, finding the what materials you required, and finding that where exactly you can get, and finding that and ordering the product and following to them, getting the product. So all these things will become under the purchasing. Okay. Then inventory management and control. What they will do inventory management control. So they will be doing that. Okay, they once they ordered once the procurement team was ordered. Okay, the inventory team people will get information when the product will receive, because they have to be planned that inventory to store in the location. So they have to be planned before that. So then they will ask that okay this product today we are getting. So we have to be planned to uh, do the placement of the product, right? So when we just doing when we receive the product, where exactly I have to place the product, and whether we need to be validate any quality inspection we have to do or not, and we have to be verify the quantity, and we have to be random check of the products. So all these things will be come under the picture of the inventory, right? Then once I receive the product, maybe we have some so much demand is there. Maybe there are hundreds of customers they are waiting for this product. So how we will be distributing the product to the based on the demand? Okay, plus first in first out method or last in first out method. How you are planning to do that? Okay, so all these things again adjustments. Okay, one plant have the stock. Maybe this branch have the stock, but other branches don't have the stock. Then what I can do, take an request that okay, I need the stock, so that what I can do, I can transfer the stock from my branch to their branch. So like we have so many kind of the stock controlling information like that that is come under the inventory management and controlling. Okay, clear? Any questions still here?
No, sir.
Okay. Then invoice verification. Invoice verification means so I know that how much we ordered, and I know that what is the price the vendor is accepted in the PO. Okay, then I know that when you receive the product, how much you receive the product, you know. Then what I can do, then immediately I can do validations. That means okay, from the PO price and the GR, how much quantity you received and what invoice they generated. See, suppose let's say I ordered some 10 soaps, but I have received only 5 soaps. Did I pay for 10 soaps or did I have to pay for only 5 soaps? How much you pay for how we ordered that 10 soaps and we have received 5 soaps. Okay, now you will be paying amount for 10 soaps or 5 soaps?
Also,
5 soaps because you received only 5 years, right? So that's kind of the verification we required. So how much the price you agreed, how much quantity we ordered, how much we received, how much the invoice have to be present. So all these things we have to be validate and do the process, right? And again, sometimes what will happen, there might be there is a stock is wrong stock. That means it is a damaged stock or some spoiled stock. Then what we'll do, we'll return that goods to the supplier. We'll inform to the vendor, we are returning these goods to you because this is not standard. Uh, it's not up to the standards. So we just rejecting your product. So we will be returning back to your product to your location. Okay, that means returning back to the vendor. So stock will be returned to the vendor. Okay, so all these kind of the scenarios will come under the inventory management. Okay, Okay, and verification again. Once you pay the amount, if you return the product to the vendor, then again vendor returns return related the amount we have to be capture return to get that amount. Okay, we'll be raising the credit memo. Right. So these three areas will be covering into the material management, for procurement, inventory management, invoice verification. Okay, so let's try to understand that one complete business cycle. Okay, just try to understand that one complete business cycle. Okay, so any questions still here? Let me know. If any questions you have.
No,
Any
sir.
questions? No. Okay.
Mm.
Now, okay. So you understand, right? What material management team will do? Material management will be handling only vendors, not customers. Customers are different, vendors are different. You know, right? That clarity you have, right? Vendor is nothing but like a supplier, right?
Yes, sir.
So suppliers are different, customers are different. Do you know that? What is the difference of customers and suppliers?
Yes, sir. Customers are convenience with bought the equipment or some things. Suppliers are the supply who supply the things.
Okay. Okay. So customer is nothing but like customer buying the product from our side. So that means the
Yes,
company, the customer is buying the product from our company. Okay.
yes, sir.
And the vendor is we are buying the product from that vendor. Okay.
Yes,
We are buying
yes,
the
sir.
product from the vendor. Their customer is the we are selling the product to the customer. Okay. That is the difference. Okay. So now try to understand the one basic process, how it will be like. Basic MM business process. Let's understand this one. Basic MM business process that we call as a P2P cycle. Procurement to pay cycle. Procurement to pay cycle. Okay. So procurement to pay cycle. So what will be happen in the so suppose let's say assume that okay, let's assume that you are planning to buy the one product in your home. So what is the product? Let's assume that you are planning to buy some kind of the uh, can say any $2 something. Okay, something like vegetables or something you are planning to buy. So let's assume that we are planning to buy the some television, TV. Okay, the television which are planning that. So you are planning to buy the television. That means this is your requirement. The television you are planning to buy the product, that is your requirement. So the same way, when I'm just working for the organization have the multiple. There are so many areas. So other areas also they need some products, right? Correct or wrong? If suppose HR department is there, HR department always requires stationaries and laptops and those everything. So if finance people is there, then they will come always with okay stationery with okay accounting related information, all these things, right? So like okay, everyone have their own requirements. So the first step in the procurement to pay cycle, okay, if you want to buy the product, if you want to buy product, first you need to be understand what you require, what is your need. Okay, so the need what you need, okay, that you need to be understand. So the first step is understand what the products needed, what products needed. Okay, what products you needed. So that means, okay, that means the requirement you are finding. Okay, the requirement you are finding. Suppose you the lower IT team they require some products. Maybe CEO team, CEO or CFO they might be need some products, or maybe HR department they might be need some information. So what the requirement it is like. So here what we'll do first step. The first step is understanding of the requirement. So finding the what it is required, what you need means so understand the requirement from different departments. And it's not only one department, right? Because HR, finance, plant maintenance is there. What they required, plant maintenance team, they required water, maybe they require water and they need some diesel or some kind of chemicals they need because they have to do chemical cleaning, right? Of the tankers, they have to be cleaned with some specific items, right? That needs to be buy from outside, right? So the requirement from the uh, project systems or plant maintenance, they were different again. Okay, so what you need first, you need to be understand that what you need. So what I said, the product name is television. I'm just giving it, or else you can just take example simple of rice. Okay, so your requirement was rice, right? How much you require? Okay, so let's assume that. Okay, I just thinking that my next few years, my workload and everything. Just thinking that okay, I need some 100 kgs bag. Okay, of rice, which is the my requirement. Okay, then what next? So the product I know. What is the product name here? What is the product name? What is the product name?
Yes,
Rice,
rice.
right? Rice. So our product name is rice. Then what next? What is the next thinking? Okay, rice. Okay,
How
what is the
much?
next thinking? How much you require?
How
So
much for
the quantity, how much it is required. So is it to 10 kgs or 10 kgs or 100 kgs? How much? That is the requirement which you need to be understand. Okay, I know product and I know the quantity. Then what is next?
quality of the rice? Quality of product.
When it is required? No, when it is required. Okay.
And
When it, because the product quality of product, you don't know. Once you receive the product only you
from
know, but you are just you are finding that what you need, right? So when you need, that means, so it might be if you are thinking that next week I have the some birthday party by there, so I'm just sponsoring the my some food. So then where how much you require rice and when you require, so you are exactly you are looking for the next week, right? So when means it is the when that delivery needs to be delivered. Okay, when the products needs to be delivered, right? Then I got the product, I got the quantity, and when delivered at all got. So then what is next? What is the next?
brand, brand names
Where, 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 where,
where
where,
to be
where, where?
delivered.
Where to be goods, because it's not only one single plant for me, right? There are multiple plants are there, 10, 20, 30 plants are there, biggest plants are there. So okay, so to whom there might be so many people they require same product. So then I just need to be understand that how much required and who are raised the concern, who need this product, everything will just to be maintaining in the data, right? That will be in the purchasing requisition. Clear?
Yes.
Clear? Okay. This is the purchasing. So that means if you need to be prepared, if you need to be prepared that what exactly you are finding the requirement. Okay, you need the information of a product name, so what type of product, and when you need, and where you need, and how much you need. Clear? Clear? Now, 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 if I go to the next process, okay, so now I know the product, what it is required, and how much it is required, I know. Okay, so now what will be happen? Immediately I will be raising that the request, whatever the request which is required. That means if I know that what, when, where, how much it is required, immediately I can raise the request. I can raise the request. Please proceed to buy this product from this vendor. Okay, and this is the vendor we selected. All these things, right? We'll be doing that, right? So what we'll do, this is the call, the request, whatever it is required, the product you are finding, okay, that we call as a purchase requisition. purchase requisition. Purchase requisition is nothing but like a internal document. Internal document. That means internal document means within the company we are preparing that. Okay, we are preparing the list of that what is required and when it is required, where exactly it is required and how much it is required. It is not only one product. It may be 100 products also you can order. Right. So then you can see that information in the purchase requisition. So purchase requisition is the purchase request called. It is like a request receiving from receiving from the multiple requesters. Okay. So now I got that purchase requisition, which is something like a S something which is like something which is created. The request number was created. Let's assume that some request number was created. Okay. Now what you will do in your home if you're planning to buy the product? Now television was finalized, and maybe in the television you're planning to buy the 32 inches. Now your mother says that 43 inches or something more than that you're planning that. So then what you will do? Okay, immediately you will be okay. Okay, in the requisition you are raising all these things, right? So then what you will do, this purchase requisition once you created, okay, then immediately you are finding the suppliers, okay, who can supply this product, because a lot of the suppliers are there, right? So immediately what I will do, I will be raising the request, this request to the informing to the purchasing department. So please go ahead to buy this product. So immediately what they will do, they will be finding the vendors, correct? They are finding the vendors, right? So what is the next step? Identification of supplier. Okay. So this is called source of supply also. Okay. Source of supply means who can supply the product, or we can also call as a vendor. Okay. So here in this one, if you see that this is the identification of the requirement. Identification of requirement. What it is required and how much it is required. That information we calculated. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So identification of the requirement. So here it is a identification of requirement. Now here what will be the second step, because already I know that what is the required, what it is required I know. Now what I can do now, okay, the next step was identification of the supplier. Identification of supplier. Okay. So how you can find a vendor? How you can find a vendor? You need to be such, right? You have to be send the information. You are requesting them to provide the quotation, right? Suppose I'm just planning to buy the television. Okay, suppose let's assume that television, right? So television, and the television brand was Sony. Okay, Samsung. Okay, then okay, LG. Okay, so like we have the uh multiple brands are there, right? Multiple brands are there. Okay. Now multiple brands are there. Now my requirement was 43 inches of TV, which is required, which might be smart TV, which is planning smart TV. Okay. And you planning like with smart TV, and you are planning to get a 3D, okay, full HD, or okay, full LED, like multiple requirements are there, right? So that one. So now you are searching this kind of the products where I can get. So if I just observe that this kind of a product television, just assume that I have in the Sony and I have in the Samsung. Let's assume that this kind of the product again I have in the Sony and Samsung. Then what you will do immediately? Okay, you are searching for the who can supply for this product, who can supply this product. So immediately I'm just reaching to the nearest dealer. Okay, any of the dealer who are supplying this television or something. Immediately what I will do, okay, Immediately what I will do, I'll just requesting them to provide the price information. So I'm just collecting the price information from supplier. ఎందుకు మనం why you want to collect this information? Why you want to collect this information? Do you know? Why you planning to collect the information, price information? Because you want to order this product, right? You want to be order this product. That's why your payer, you are the payer, then you must be aware about that. What is the price? If I'm getting the very less price, then I can go with that, right? So what I will do, I'm just going to different suppliers nearest to me. Suppose let's say Reliance Digital, okay? Then just planning that Srinivasa Electronics, okay? Then just plan that, okay? It may be Tata, okay? Tata stores, some Tata maybe electronics or something, okay? Then it may be something which is like a metro, like kind of thing, okay? So if I'm just looking into that, these are the suppliers who are supplying this product. Then what I will do immediately, I'm sending my quotation. Okay, quotation. What is the quotation means? That quotation have the information of what the product which is required and how much we required, when it is required, where exactly it is required, whether you can able to deliver the supplier who can deliver this product or not, all these things, right? So I'm just sending quotation that I'm just asking them to provide the information of what is the price of cost and whether you can able to supply this product, and this is what we ordered this product, 1,000 pieces, 2,000 pieces, 3,000 pieces, like that. How much you are expecting, like that? That quotation we are requesting them. So what I'm done here, I just send the request for quotation. This is called request for quotation. What is this call here? This is the identification of requirement. What you did here, you fill the purchase requisition. No? Based on the requirements, you are filling that purchase requisition. No? Correct or wrong? Right, purchase requisition. Now here we called as request for quotation. Request for quotation. Request for quotation. Okay. Okay. So what is the meaning of request for quotation? You understand the purchase requisition, right? What is the meaning of request for quotation? Request for quotation is nothing but like a quotation we are requesting to the from supplier to provide all the information of your product, price and any tax information, any anything which is like delivery cost, packing charges, if anything which is the excess quantity which is required. Okay, then right, all these things we have to consider, right? So in this case, purchase requisition, then in this case we call as a RFQ, request for quotation. We are requesting that to provide all the information. Request for quotation. So what it is there? Request for quotation, what information it is there? This are request for quotation, what information it is there? We are requesting to the vendor to provide that the price information and the other taxes information for my requirement. So here my requirement is, if I'm planning to buy the rice 100 kgs, that is my requirement. For this rice, who can supply the product? Maybe Reliance supermarket can supply, and Metro can supply, okay, and nearest stores can supply, dealers can supply. So there's so many suppliers are there. So what I can send, I'm just sending them my RFQ to the multiple suppliers who near to me and requesting them to fill the product. So now tell me that this RFQ must have the deadline, right? Because if I'm expecting that, especially when it is required, if I'm expecting 30th, okay, I'm expecting 30th09/2023 or 24. Okay, then this is my requirement. If I'm not giving the deadline, okay, so before that deadline, if before that my requirement, I cannot receive the product because my product deadline was 30th09/2024. Before that, I should be have that product. But if you are still not mentioned that this RFQ deadline, then you might be the vendors they're just thinking about that. Okay, we can provide later. Okay, this is not urgent requirement and all. They will think about that. So what you can do here, you're just telling that we are giving 1 week time to you, provide you all the information like price information, tax information, everything. Then, okay, we'll just analyze that, right? Clear? So RFQ have the deadline, right? Clear? So in this information, in this RFQ have what information is there? Purchasing requisition information. What is the purchasing requisition? What is the purchase requisition? Purchasing requisition information. What is the purchase requisition here? The requirement, no? The requirement. What is the requirement? What is the required? This purchase requisition information, no? Okay. So then what I will do this one, I am sending this with RFQ number to the multiple vendors. Whoever the suppliers are there, let's assume that rice bag, right? Who are suppliers, who can supply this product? So what I will do, the first I will go, okay, let's assume that I am going to that star market, which is present with Tata. Okay, then I'm just going to that. I'm just send that to this quotation to the nearest metro stores. Okay, then again this information I'm sending to the nearest Reliance supermarket. Okay. Okay. Then I'm sending this information to other supermarket, whoever maybe they are supplying this like multiple shops are there, no? So next maybe they can they can ask someone who are maybe supplying these products, right? So like we have, okay, we have the multiple vendors. We have sent this information to multiple vendors. Okay. Sorry.
No vendor means diverse electronics.
Sorry, your voice is not audible. What is it?
Nothing,
Hello?
sir.
Okay.
Nothing.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this RFQ information we sent to, but still we are not agreed to buy from there. We just send that RFQ information to the multiple suppliers. So what you are requesting them, what you are requesting from there, you are requesting that provide your price information, provide your tax information, provide your delivery cost information, all this pricing related information we are requesting. Other than that condition, if anything other conditions are there, that you are requesting, right? So now tell me, this RFQ you are sending to the outside or it is in the inside into the company, the RFQ number? This RFQ document you are sending to the outside or you are sending to the internally? This RFQ you are sending to the outside or you are sending to internally. So this all suppliers are outside people only, right? Not my inside company people, right? These are people are from the outside only, right? The supplier, right? So that means we called RFQ name is called as a external document, external purchasing document. Okay, and tell me purchase requisition is internal document or external document?
Purchasing document, internal or external?
Purchase requisition is internal document or external document?
achieve requirement external
Request, how, why?
requesting
Requisition,
questioning.
purchase requisition. Purchase requisition, who creating?
Yeah, we are creating a purchase requirements.
So this requisition we are sending to
Sending.
any of, we are not sending any information to suppliers, right? Because purchase requisition internally document we have created that what it is, what we need actually. The product, what it is required, what product we required. So we're just finding that what is the requirement, but still we are not sending this information to supplier. So the purchase requisition is internal document. We just internally discussing all the departments, what it is required, how much people, how many people they required, how much which is required, like that. Then in the RFQ, we are sending this information to multiple vendors because we just finalize that, okay, this is the requirement we require. Then RFQ, we are raising to the multiple vendors, asking them to provide the best price. Right? Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next what will happen? What will happen next? Okay, what will happen next? Okay, now this RFQ we already sent, okay, to the suppliers, and the supplier is planning to send the price information. Right. So if you're going to nearest store, you're asking that what is the price of each rice bag, and what you're collecting that information. Okay, Sona Masuri, 100 kgs. Okay, which is cost of 52 rupees per kg, and the bag wise cost of the 10 kgs bag wise 15 520 rupees. Right. So like you are collect, collecting the information, what price information you are collecting, like that here. Okay, multiple suppliers they are sending the information of this what the request you are raised, like you are requested that 100 kgs of bag. Okay, that 100 kgs of bag, how much the price and everything they will tell you. Okay, so that we are calling as what we call that. That is called as a quotation. Quotation which we received, which we received from vendors. So the price information received, price information received from supplier. So how you are tracking this one? What is the reference document here? The price, how you got the price information? Because you already sent the RFQ, right? So the RFQ was the RFQ number was the reference. Okay. So now you are maintaining that price. So that is called maintain quotation. The step is maintain quotation. What is the call? What is the call here? Maintain quotation. So what it will do? Maintain quotation. Whatever the information they are sending. Now the suppliers send that all the price information to you. The price information you receive from the multiple vendors. Okay, multiple vendors they send information. So then, based on this information, what you will do? Price information. Okay, you are maintaining that quotation into the system. Then comparing that all these vendors. What is the best price? Okay, so what you will do in the maintain quotation? What you will do the maintain quotation? What you will do? What you will do in the maintain quotation? You are maintaining that price information. Whatever the request you are sending that, you are maintaining that information because assuming that each vendor, every vendor is responded and they are given that information, the price information. So immediately what you will do? Okay, immediately you will be maintaining that quotation. Right? Now you are comparing now. Now once you get this one, what you will do next process? What next you are doing that comparison, right? So once you maintain the quotation, what you will do here? You will do the price comparison. price comparison of all quotations. Correct? Will you compare or not? You compare or not?
Compare the price.
You're comparing, right? Because you want the product and you got the information, price information, you're planning to buy that, right? Right. So now I got the information, I'm just comparing that. So suppose let's assume that this vendor says that this vendor is given that the cost of 100 kgs bag, 100 kgs bag cost is, let's assume that 6,700. Okay. Who provided? The Star Market. Okay. Now, if the same Metro, if they are provided, the information, they said that 100 kgs bag was cost of 6,400. Okay. And here, if you see that Reliance, they say that, okay, they said something 6,600. Okay. And same kind supermarket, they have said that we'll be providing that 6,500. 6,500 rupees. 100 kgs bag of from the each vendor is the different prices. Okay. Now, when you're comparing the prices for all the vendors, okay, who will be best vendor here? Because who are giving best price?
Metro.
Who?
Metro.
Metro is giving the best price because Metro is charging very less. Metro charging very less, 6,400. Suppose let's say they say that, okay, here's they say that zero delivery cost. Can you go on mute? Some voice disturbance is there. Okay. So he said that zero delivery cost. That means the free delivery. Metro says that 64,000, but he said that the freight charges, delivery cost is yours only. So you have to be aware that what are the cost, delivery cost will be there. Then we just assuming that roughly 10% of the 10% for the delivery cost. Just assuming that 10% is the delivery cost. What is it? 10% is delivery cost. And here they say that, okay, we just not charging anything, the delivery cost, but he said that, okay, the packing cost and packaging cost, uh, because they are selling the loose rice, so they say that packaging cost is there, that packaging cost will be, okay, it may be they say that 5%, 5% of product cost. Okay, let's assume that 5% of cost. Then he said that supermarket, he said that, okay, there is no charges for me. Even I'm just providing no charges extra. We are giving 6,500 flat discount and no extra charges, no nothing is there. Okay, now compare now. Now compare all these things. Then who is the best vendor now? Who is the best vendor now? Let's see. If see here, the vendor number, vendor Star Market says that the Star Market says that, okay, 16,700 flat price. There is no other discounts. There is no other thing. Okay, let's say assume that here, okay, 6,700. Now Metro says that, okay, we will be giving that best price like 6,400 per kg. So 6,400 per 100 kgs. Okay. But he says that there will be a 10% of discount, percentage of delivery cost, extra cost. That means on 6,400, 10% is how much it is? How much of 10% is 6,400? Simple, no? 6 to 640, no? 640, na? So now how much it is? 64 and 6 and 7,000. 7,040 rupees, no? 7,040 rupees. Now Reliance Market. They said that Reliance Market, they said that 6,400, so 600 plus 5% they said. So that's assume that 320. That means it is like 69, 20 something which is there. A supermarket they said flat price, which is said there is nothing happened 6,500. Now let me tell me that what is who is the best vendor now? Who is the giving best price? Who are giving the best price?
Supermarkets.
Supermarket. No? So now it is was changed to supermarket. Why it is was changed before? Why it is not changed? Because before you are comparing only basic prices. Now you are comparing effective price. All whatever the prices which is charged. All these things you are compared now. Right? Clear? So when you are comparing that, okay, when you are comparing that, it's not only you need to be considered that price, basic price. You also need to be look into that. What are the other charges which is there? The effective price you have to be compared. Okay, so the price comparison also completed. Then if I supplier 656 supermarket was selected. Supermarket, we are ready to order. Right? So now how many steps we are completed now? One step is purchase requisition, identification of the requirement. Second step is request for quotation. We just requesting them to provide the information of price. And third one is the maintain quotation. What are the information of the prices we are received from the supplier that we are maintaining the price quotation. Then after that what we did? Comparison. Comparison to the all the quotation, then selected the supplier. Then selected the supplier. Right? Clear? So how many steps we are completed now?
4 steps.
4 steps, right? 4 steps are completed. Okay. Now, so let's make it this one. Okay. First was purchase requisition. First requisition. The second one is, what is the next one?
Request for quotation.
Request for quotation. The next one is maintain quotation. And next one is comparison, price comparison, and select the winner. Right? So if you see here, the 3 steps what we defined here, these 3 are relevant to the identification of the source of supply. That means identification of the supplier. That means here what we are doing here, why we did these steps, because we are not aware that who are the suppliers. So finding the suppliers here. Finding the supplier here. Right? These 3 steps are finding the supplier. And this step is for what? This step is identification of the requirement. Identification of requirement. What is the requirement here? Right? Now, then I know that the product, what is required, how much it is required, when it is required, where exactly it is required, and who can supply the product. Everything I know, the price information, everything now. So then why we are waiting for that? We can order this product, right? Whoever they are ready to supply, we are ordering the product. So that is called purchase order. Purchase order. Then the next process was, fifth process was purchase order. So what is the meaning of purchase order? You are ordering what the product which is required. So you know that product name in the top, which you already know from the purchase requisition, and you know that when it is required and where it is required and how much it is required, right? Then you also know about that what is the price of this vendor, what price they are supplying the price, right? So if I know all this information, I can create directly ordering the product to the vendor, okay, by creating the purchase order and entering all the information. What information you are entering? Supply information you are entering, okay, quantity information you are entering, okay, price information you are entering, and product, what product you are required, that information you are entering, right? And when you are required, and delivery date, okay, delivery date information, what it is required, all these things you are comparing, right? You all this information you know. So what you are doing, you are immediately raising the purchase order. So this is the legal document. Why we call legal document? Once you order the product, they must be have that some conditions within the front. So now in the Swiggy, once you order some food, okay, there will be some conditions like you cannot cancel this product, and within a fraction of seconds you have to cancel. Okay, you cannot cancel this product. If you cancel this product, then they will not return the product cost. So those some conditions will be there, right? So in the purchase order is the legal document which we are sending this information to the supplier. Boss, eh, boss, what is required? I required rice bag. As you may discuss the 100 kgs bag which is required. When it is required, I need on when it is required. We just already given this one. When it is required on 30th. So we just need 30th of September. Okay, and where means suppose let's say Hyderabad branch, and how much quantity you need. That means quantity how much which is like 100 kgs. Right. So the product is 100 kgs. Product is rice, and quantity is how much quantity is 100 kgs. Right. And now you also know about the price. Price, how much is this price? We already said the price by here 6,500. You are applying 6,500. Right. Then to whom you are raising this one? Supplier. The supplier is supermarket. The supermarket which is there, he is the lowest bidding with the product. So he is the supplier. Then we can say that the supplier is the supermarket. Right. So now I can order this product to them. Right. So now purchase order is the legal document which you have ordered this product. So after that, the conditions based like if you are not ready to buy this product, then you must be understand the terms and conditions and the agreement, what details which is there, that blah 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 which is there. So this is just legal document. You are agreeing to the order this product to the vendor. You know all the information from this vendor. So we are ready to proceed to buy the product. So like that is a way of that. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, once you order, what you will do? Once you order, what you will do? What you will do? You're just checking the your status, no? You ordered the product, like I ordered some biryani. So immediately I'm just checking the what is the status. So whether they acknowledge or not acknowledged, whether they are delivered or not delivered, okay, whether we got a shipping notification or not, shipping information or not. All these things you are considering, right? So this is called purchase order monitoring. In case if you are not received anything, if you not received any information from the supplier, okay, within the frame time, okay, you immediately are raising that you are monitoring that, okay, this is the PO we have created, but we still not not received the acknowledgement. Please accept the my order. So immediately I just accept. If they are not accepted, then there is no use, right? So they have to be right. So PO monitoring, what we'll do, will be checking that acknowledgement and confirmation, shipping, all this information. Okay, we just tracking that, monitoring that. Once you got the confirmation, he is ready to dispatch or he dispatch the product, then what you will do? Immediately, what you, so if you got a confirmation from the vendor, okay, you got a confirmation from the vendor, he is delivered the product. So your product is reaching to you tomorrow this time. So confirmation if you received, then what you will do next? You will be receiving the goods, right? You'll be receiving the goods. So tomorrow you will be receiving the goods, that you will do the receipt of the product. So goods receipt. We are receiving the product, we will be receiving. Right? Any doubts here?
No, sir.
Simply, whatever the process we are trying to understand, just think in your home how you are doing, like 100 kgs trash bag, okay, you order this one, and still when the supplier not informed anything, then you call them and you are asking that we ordered this product, did you supply this one, did you deliver this one, when we'll get this product, that monitoring and all you will do. Once you receive that the product, once you receive that, you just checking that quality and the product was good or not, whether 100 kgs bag we received or 50 kgs bag we are received or 25 kgs bag we received. All these checks and all we done, then we are receiving that product into inside. Right? So that is called goods receipt, no? Goods
Yes,
receiving the product. So then immediately what they will do, boss, immediately once you receive the goods receipt, immediately they will tell you that, boss, you received the product, okay, this is the invoice, see the invoice, check the invoice and pay the amount. Right? You will be received invoice, right? You will receive invoice or you will get a free. No, right? You will be receiving the invoice because you already informed in the top. I am ready to agree the paying amount, what are the conditions, right? So you are received the invoice that you are verifying. So verification here, verification you are doing what product you are received, because in the goods receipt you already received the product. So you are comparing that, the verification verifying that the product which is in product mismatch, in case if any product mismatch is there, or quantity which you received as per the order, which is like 100 kgs you received, 200 kgs you received, 50 kgs you received. Okay, then okay, the price information from the PO which you agreed, the price which is the comparing that. So all this information which is there, they are comparing, then they will be validating the invoice. It must be some 6,500. It must be 6,500, 100 kgs because he agreed. So the invoice should be 100 kgs, 6,500 plus if there is any taxes are there, taxes, okay, anything which is there, because he is agreed to that there is no cost of delivery. So we don't have any additional cost of that because there is the delivery cost was zero. Right? So all this information we just need to be verified and ready to pay the amount. That means you need to be processed that we are okay, this invoice is good, then furtherly it will go to the financial department, they will pay the amount. Okay, so this complete cycle called procurement to pay cycle. Procurement to pay cycle. Okay, let's see the quick view, just to understand that. See here, if you can see the diagram here, can you able to see? The first was purchase equation, determination of the requirements. First, what you need actually. Okay, HR department just collect that information. What is the requirement? Okay, finance department collect that department. So what the requirement you required? Then source determination. Source is nothing but like supplier. Okay, who can supply these products? Who can deliver this product? And who can give that best price? All this comparing that. Then you can select the vendor, then processing the PO and monitoring the PO, goods receipt and invoice. So this then payment. So this is a cycle. When next order, when you required again, you will be starting process and doing this one. Right? So this is called basic process of material management, procurement to pay cycle. So in interview, if they're asking about that, you need to be tell that okay, these are the steps you have to be explained. Clear?
Sir.
This is clear? So this is called purchasing cycle or procurement cycle or P2P cycle or MM basic procurement cycle process. Okay. Any questions today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did you understand that, or how the cycle will be like? What are the cases we are discussing in the coming days? How the vendor selections, requisitions, when POs, how will be like goods received, invoices, like right. All these topics will be covering next in depth to covering into the practical, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Do you have any?
Uh, no, yes, sir.
No questions, huh? Okay. So just try to understand. Prepare the notes what you understand.